Hey guys, what's up? It's Jason again. Welcome back to another video, and today is Friday the 26th of April, and in this video, as you know, if you've been following my channel for a little while now, you will know that every week we've been following Ben's progress with our Dropship Launch Accelerator program, which is essentially a done-for-you program where we take over your store and we grow it from essentially zero, and we take you all the way to £1,000 a month, and throughout that time we cover all of your product costs, manage all of the daily operations of your store, and grow it for you all the way up to that £1,000 per month target, and you get to keep all of the profit entirely throughout the entire duration of the program. So if you've watched any of the previous videos, you will see that we have been publishing Ben's progress every single week and providing his sales data, so you can actually see how he's been progressing through the program. So everything is sort of shown, completely transparent. And I'm going to share with you again today now Ben's progress onwards from last week. If you remember last week's video, we hit a bit of a headwind with Ben's store, so we implemented some steps, and I'm going to show you the results of that. And you're going to want to watch this video, guys, because it's pretty exciting. What I'm going to share with you, just to give you an example. So first of all, before we go into Ben's store, I'm going to share with you a newly launched Shopify store that we just launched into this Dropship Launch Accelerator program basically 3 weeks ago. Okay, and I'm just going to share with you the progress that we're currently making with that store, and bearing in mind this is completely organic. Okay, we don't use any paid ads, it's completely organic marketing. And let me just jump straight in and show you what's going on. So first of all, I'm going to pull up this chart. Okay, so this is the Cuppa Deco Shopify store, which enrolled in our Dropship Launch Accelerator 3 weeks ago. It's a guy from Norway who basically reached out to us about our Dropship Launch Accelerator. This is the store. This is the actual store that I'm showing you now. The performance chart I'm showing you for is this store. So as you can see, we completely built this store for the Cuppa Deco brand, and everything you see was built and designed, published by ourselves. And all of these products that you see are all manufactured by ourselves. They're all our own brands, and we supply all of these products completely free for the entire duration of the program. So let me tell you how this store is performing. So at the moment, we're currently 3 weeks in. This is the performance chart. This is the weekly performance report that we provide to all of our enrollees. We start providing this report from week 4. So currently week 3 in for this brand new Shopify store, okay, which is literally started from zero 3 weeks ago, and we've got total sales of £76. And if I just pull up the dashboard, you can see sales in the last 30 days are £83, because this number here doesn't quite include today's sales. Okay, so we've had another sale come in since this performance report was updated. It's updated every Friday, and there's been another sale since then. So the sales in the last 30 days are £83 for the store, and on the performance report you can see the sales were currently £76 this morning. So why is this exciting? Okay, so aside from the fact that we've generated sales almost right out of the gate, completely organically without any paid ads, is the fact that this program is profitable for you as an enrollee from day one. Okay, so it's we're supplying all the products for you, all of the costs are paid for from the sales revenue, and all of the money that you earn from these orders gets paid directly to your bank account. So you're earning profit from day one. So this particular seller is already profitable, okay, in this store. So which if you were doing this by yourself would not be the case. Okay, so that is reason one. But that's actually not the most exciting part. Okay, the most exciting part is if we just take this week 3 figure and extrapolate this forward and just have a look at where this actually leads us. Okay, so for example, if we take £76 worth of sales, okay, now this is the bit you want to listen to. We take £76 worth of sales and we divide that by 3, we get 25. Can you see that? £25. Ignore the ignore the green bars going down my phone, just because I recently dropped it. So there's £25 per week on average. Now, let's just assume for a second, okay, that this store does not grow anymore, okay, and does not experience any compound growth from the organic traffic that we've been driving for this store, okay. Now let's just assume that, okay, that's the likelihood of that being the case is next to 0, okay. So the likelihood that this store doesn't compound and continue to get bigger month after month after month after month with what we're already doing, you know, for it, is just, the chances are basically 0, right? So even if it doesn't, if we just times that by 52 weeks, so the entire duration of the program, because the program lasts for up to 1 year, the amount of sales revenue is £1,317. Okay. Now, why is this important? Okay, so let's just assume it just does exactly what it's doing right now. Okay, and doesn't experience any compound growth whatsoever. Okay, which I can tell you is not going to happen. So £1,317 worth of sales. Okay, our program is currently £695 to enroll, right? And the profit margin on those sales for these Shopify stores that we're growing is 50% net. Okay, it's more than 50% net. Okay, because the only costs are the shipping labels. Okay, which comes out of the sales revenue. And the shipping labels, I can tell you, are £2.28 each. Okay, and the average sales price, as you can see, is right in front of you here. Sorry, my face was blocking the sales. The average sale price is £5.45. Okay, so 228 divided by 5.45 basically gives you about a 59% profit margin. Okay, in this store. So let's just be kind to ourselves, right? So we've got £1,317 worth of sales. That is almost a certainty. There is no reason why this store is not going to. It's already generated this in the first 21 days. There's you know, and we're not using any paid ads whatsoever. The traffic is already organic, and it's already generated this much in sales. Just doing what we're continuing to do every day, okay, will just continue. It will just continue this way. There's no doubt, question in my mind whatsoever. So given that, we know we're going to do, in a worst case scenario, which is never going to happen, £1,317 within 12 months, even at a 50% net profit margin, right, which has just shown you that the profit margin is at least almost 60% for Shopify stores whilst enrolled in this program. So if we just take off 50% there, okay, that leaves us with £658 of profit paid to this person who owns this store. Okay, now why is that important? So they're guaranteed to make £658 within this next 12 months at the level the store is at within 3 weeks already. So the sales level the store's at within 3 weeks is already going to guarantee them £658 worth of profit over the next 12 months. Okay, the program only costs £695 to enroll. It's basically free. Okay, and we've just proven this within the first 3 weeks with this brand new Shopify store. So it's actually making me think that the price of enrollment in this program is crazy low. Okay, and I'm not too sure about how long I can really sustain it at this price for. Yeah, I'm still trying to get my head around that, guys, and I'm just saying it's completely baffling. It is a crazy deal. I've said this in multiple videos, multiple times. Okay, getting enrolled in this program, if you're trying to be successful with dropshipping, okay, and you've had multiple failures in the past, just working with us over the next 12 months will completely change your outlook on dropshipping, how you build stores, how you make them successful, and all the way through you will earn a profit. Okay, that much I can guarantee. So I'll leave that with you guys just to think about, okay, and we'll move on to the main topic of this program. Is what is the Dropship Launch Accelerator, and more importantly, how is Ben, the person we have been following, who is currently selling pre-loved clothing through our Dropship Launch Accelerator on eBay, how is Ben currently doing with his store? Okay, so let's just dive straight in and just look at the numbers, and then I'll explain what the program is for those of you who don't know. Then I'll explain to you how you can join and how you can get started with this program right away. So first of all, let's just scroll down to the links to this blog post here will be in the description of the video. All the information you need to be in the description, so if you just go there. So Ben launched his store into our Dropship Launch Accelerator 10 weeks ago, okay, and if you've been following along you would have seen week 9, week 8, week 7 as well. Just go back and watch previous videos. Now, for those of you who watched last week's video, you would have known that last week we hit a headwind with Ben's store, okay, and this was in week 7, where week 7 we'd got his store up to £450 a month in sales, and for 3 weeks in a row his store wouldn't budge past £450 a month in sales. So we thought, okay, right, we need to step in, we need to do something about this, okay, and you can see this in last week's video. Okay guys, these videos are not pre-recorded, I do these every Friday, or this is completely legit. Okay, so what we did is we had a look at what was going on. So we looked at Ben's traffic data between week 7 and week 9, and we published this traffic data last week on the store as well. And as you can see, the traffic data here on this graph, okay, let me just pull this up a bit so you can actually see. So the traffic there, this is the number of page views in the last 30 days reported on a weekly basis. So it was up to 4,355 on that first month when we hit £450 a month in sales, and then it dropped back to 4.2 and then dropped back to 4.1. So as you can see, the page views were directly correlating to the fact that the sales were not growing, because as I've said multiple times in multiple videos, traffic equals sales. So it's your page views is your most important figure on eBay or Etsy or Shopify or any marketplace for that matter. It's page views is the most important metric you should be tracking. So what we did is we had a look at other stores who are currently enrolled in our Dropship Launch Accelerator program who are also selling on eBay. And so we had a look at the traffic data for those other stores, and we saw that those other stores were also seeing static or declining traffic numbers throughout that same period. So we could easily tell that this was just a temporary lull in traffic across eBay generally. So there was no need to worry, there was no need to panic, but at the same time we wanted to do something about it. And this is the thing, guys, is that you can do something about it. You will experience these lulls, you experience them every single month, and you'll usually experience them towards the 3rd or 4th week of every single month, when, you know, it's sort of, people have spent most of their disposable income because most of it's already spent. It's coming up to payday towards the end of the month, and you tend to get a lull. People are sort of cooling off, not on marketplaces so much because they haven't really got any money left to spend, and you do tend to see this lull month after month. So what did we do about it? So what we did is we spoke to Ben that week and we asked him to increase his listing goal from 5 to 10 new listings per day, and you'll see in last week's video this is what we did. Okay, and what we predicted that this would do, okay, so if you watched last week's video, we predicted this would happen, is that this forces eBay to send us more traffic, because we're doubling our listing goal every single day. So when you list, eBay sends you traffic. Okay, that is one of the easiest ways to build traffic. So we asked Ben to double his listing goal, which he did. Okay, so he done that every single day, and just by doing this, just as we predicted, Ben not only managed to increase his traffic, so his traffic is now rebounded instantly within 1 week. rebounded up to 4,462 page views, okay? But his sales have literally skyrocketed. They've gone from £450 a month to £613 per month in sales there. And just to prove to you guys that I'm not making this figure up, okay, I've actually logged into Ben's store for you, which is here. It's the Fashion Reclaim, which is this store, which is selling pre-loved clothing, as I mentioned. As you can see, you can just type it into Google, guys. You can check out this store for yourself. And there we are, guys. Look, Ben's sales currently £613.85 is Ben's sales. And this is exactly what we've reported in this chart here this morning, because it's updated every Friday. And if I just refresh this eBay page so you guys know that I'm not making it up there. And even better, if I go to his traffic stats, you'll see the impact of what I mean with the traffic, okay? So you can see, look at this, look at this lull here. This is page views, okay? This is the page views we were talking about week after that. And then we asked him to double his listing goal. Oh, you can't see it, wait there. So yeah, guys, this is the lull here, right? And then we asked Ben to double his listings, and then this happened. Yeah? And then that resulted in that increase of sales. And we've managed to almost increase his sales by near £200 a month in 1 week. Okay? So, that just goes to show what you can do by taking action. Okay? If you just sit there and take it, okay, which is what we've got written on the blog post today, we've updated it, is that if you just sit back and do absolutely nothing, okay, then I can guarantee that nothing will happen. Okay, your sales will just either stay the same, more often than not they'll just decline. But you can fight back. This is the most important part of it. Okay, there are things you can do. Okay, you can increase your listing goal temporarily to overcome a lull in traffic. You can create better promotions. You can add, you can lower your prices. You can add, if you were offering a 30% discount, you can offer a 40% discount. If you're offering a 40% discount, you can offer a 50% discount. It only needs to be temporary, but you can overcome these temporary lulls by taking action. Don't just sit back and accept what you get, okay? Take action, and you will be able to grow your store even while everyone else is struggling. All right, so this is really what you need to take from all of this. So basically, here we are with Ben's store now in week 10, is that he is now up to £613 per month in sales after just 10 weeks enrolled in the program. Ben has been earning profit all the way through, so he's completely profitable at this point. And we are, we've got a long way to go. The program extends outwards to for up to 12 months, or until we reach £1,000 a month in sales, and we're well on the way with Ben's store in terms of reaching that target hopefully within the next 10 weeks is what I'm predicting. Anyway, if you guys do want to follow along, okay, just bookmark this page, okay, or come back or subscribe to my channel, and you'll be able to catch next week's video when I'll do another update. And you never know, next week we might hit some more problems, and we might have to do something to overcome that as well, or we might just see this sustained growth now. Anyway, you'll have to check back next week's video, come back to the website next week to find out what's going on. We update this every single Friday. Okay, so let's just talk about now what is the Dropship Launch Accelerator. For anyone new to this video, if it's the first time you're watching this video and I'm giving you all these figures, the examples of these stores that we're helping, what is the Dropship Launch Accelerator and how can it help you? So if you've been struggling with dropshipping, okay, then don't worry, okay, just put all that behind you. This is how you will no longer struggle with dropshipping, okay? And essentially what it is, it's a dropship program where we supply all of the products, okay? We are a printing based company. We also are a clothing wholesaler. So we offer our own brand of products, and we offer a large catalogue of wholesale clothing, and you can enroll your eBay store or your Etsy store or a Shopify store into our Dropship Launch Accelerator. We'll advise which of our products are the best fit depending on which of those marketplaces you decide to sell on, and then we will essentially take over your store and run it for you for up to 1 year or until we get your store up to £1,000 a month in sales. And throughout the entirety of this program, we will supply all of those products to your customers. Every single one of those products we'll supply for free. Okay, so whereas if you were doing any other drop shipping with any other supplier, that would never happen. Okay, and the reason why we do this is because we want to try and grow as many stores as we can, help as many drop shippers as we can to sell our products and to grow their stores to £1,000 a month in sales and more. Okay, so once we get you to £1,000 a month in sales, we'll help you grow to £2,000 a month in sales. Once we get you to £2,000 a month in sales, we'll help you grow to £3,000 a month in sales. And this is how we intend to build our program. Because as a company, we have offered drop shipping as a method of reselling our products for more than 10 years. And I have personally worked with probably more than 200 drop shippers, probably more than 300 drop shippers. I don't know, it's literally hundreds, okay? And over those years, I can probably count on my hand, okay, or on my hands, how many of those drop shippers have actually resulted in building successful stores reselling our products, okay? And the reason is because it says literally in front of you here, reaching your first £1,000 per month with drop shipping is the hardest part, okay? It's very difficult, and you cannot do it profitably. This is the problem. And because people can't do it profitably, or they come into this thinking they can do it profitably, and then once they discover very quickly that they can't do it profitably, they quit. And because they quit, what happens is that we sort of, that's another seller who's come on board, discover that they can't do it profitably, so before they even get their sales up to even £100 in sales, they quit. They think, this is not for me, this is rubbish, this doesn't work. So what we've done instead is we've developed this program where we foot the bill. Okay, so we supply all the products for free until you reach £1,000 a month in sales. And the reason why we've chosen £1,000 a month in sales is because, one, it's the hardest milestone to achieve. Once you get to £1,000 a month in sales, reaching the next level is much easier. The second reason is that once we get you to £1,000 a month in sales, you've already been working with us for almost a year by then, or if we get you there sooner, perhaps 6 months or so. But the point is that you are then already very invested in our product range. You're invested in working with ourselves, and the likelihood of you then continuing and growing your store onwards from there and becoming a full-time or long-time reseller of our products is then when it starts to benefit us. Okay, that's when it benefits us. It does not benefit us in the beginning. So although we charge you an enrollment fee of £695, I've already shown to you that you will already make that back through enrollment in this program. Almost guaranteed. Okay, so the point of this program is not for us to make money out of you. It's not that. It's for us to try and grow as many stores as we can into long-term resellers of our products, so that we have 100 resellers or 200 resellers all selling our products. Yeah, and then that is how we intend to now grow our reseller network. So whereas before we launched this program we originally launched this program publicly back in October, and we have about 6 or 7 stores enrolled right now, is that before then, the only way you could resell our products was that you would sign up as a dropshipper, you would start reselling our products, and then we would give you our price list. You would download all our product data, you would add products to whichever marketplace you're selling on, and you would just start selling our products. And if you made sales, you would be having to pay for the products, and the profit you would be making is roughly around, typical dropship profit, 20 to 30% net profit per order. The problem is that without heavy discounting, it's very difficult to generate sales when you're starting out from zero. Okay, so the point of this program is that when you allow us to do it and allow us to supply all the products for free, we can use all of the resources and tools at our disposal we can discount your products to whatever amount that we want, because we're supplying all the products for free. We're footing the bill. So we can guarantee you sales, which means that we can guarantee the success of this program, which is exactly what we do. And we guarantee the success of this program with a completely risk-free money-back guarantee. And our money-back guarantee essentially is that we will refund the difference between the cost of the program and the price you paid for the program if we fail to get your store to £1,000 a month in sales. Okay, so that's our promise to you. All right, so regardless of what happens, you will not be out of pocket from this program. Now, here's an example of an Etsy store that we helped grow to over £1,000 per month in sales, and then we handed it over to them. And this was more than a year ago, because before we put this program out publicly for other people to join, we actually offered this program internally to some of our existing merchants. So we offered this program to some newcomers who had been sort of on the fringes of sort of getting started with us over a year ago, and one particular seller was selling on Etsy, and we said, look, you can come into the program, it's £695 to join. So they went, right, let's do it. So this was over a year ago, and we grew their sales to over £1,000 a month well over a year ago. And since then, they've been operating the store by themselves, okay? Because after £1,000 a month, we hand over the store to you. There is a re-enrollment option to continue growing, but I'll explain that in a second. So over a year ago, we handed things over to them, and since then, they've done over £12,000 a month in sales in the last 12 months, as you can see. And they have managed to sustain their sales at this level for more than 12 months, and they've been earning profit from this store every single month. Okay, so what this is actually showing you is that once we grow your store for you to £1,000 a month in sales, okay, you can either choose to continue growing it, and that just requires you to just list more and do more marketing, or you can just stay at that level and you can just reap in the 20 to 30% net profit, £200 to £300 per month, every single month. Just staying at that level, just staying at £1,000 a month in sales. It's honestly that easy to stay at that level. We've been doing this for more than 16 years, and many of the products available in our catalogue have been available to dropshippers to resell for more than 10 years, since the very beginning of our program. Some of the products that we have now were available back then, and we've been selling those products on all major marketplaces, including eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and multiple Shopify stores, and they sell month after month after month, and they will continue to sell regardless of what level of sales we get your store to. Okay, so this is a long-term commitment, guys. This is a long-term thing. It's not the case with, you may have experienced dropshipping in the past. If you follow any dropshipping gurus on YouTube or whatever, I don't consider myself to be one of them at all. I'm coming at this from a completely different angle. Like I said, we make our own products. We are a supplier. We supply dropshippers with products to resell. I'm not trying to be a dropshipping guru. I don't do dropshipping myself. I'm a supplier, right? So I'm not sitting here saying to you that I am a dropshipper and this is what I do. You should copy me like most of the other dropship gurus do. What I'm saying to you is that as a supplier who manufactures our own products, like, we understand our product range better than anyone else. And in terms of when it comes to pre-owned clothing, well, I can tell you that I have personally sold more than 100,000 pre-owned clothing items on eBay, and I've done multiple millions in sales of pre-owned ladies' clothing on eBay. And just to prove to you that that is not bullshit as well, if you just type in my name, Jason Carl Morgan eBay, and go to my eBay store, you will see that I've sold over 100,000 items on there. And that number there, guys, you cannot fake. Okay, you cannot fake. If you go to my feedback, you'll see I've got over 43 or 48,000 feedbacks. So, if you, on average, about sort of 1 in every 2 people leave feedback. So you can see that's right on the money. But you cannot fake this number. Okay, I've sold over 100,000 items on eBay. So that is what I'm telling you about understanding our product range. Okay, So, moving on. To qualify for the program, okay, what do you need to do? Right. Number one, you need to provide access to your store. So that means it differs depending on whether you're enrolled in an eBay, an Etsy, or a Shopify store. Okay, it has to be one of those, and you have to be selling to the UK market. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're from overseas, as long as you have, as long as you can sell on eBay.co.uk or on the UK Etsy marketplace, or with Shopify to the UK market. So if you're from anywhere in the world, like I said, the Cup of Deco store I just showed you earlier on, this store here, this guy's based in Norway, but he's selling into the UK market because that's where we sell our products. All right, it's where we can offer the faster shipping. So you need to sell into the UK market, and you need to have an eBay, Etsy, or Shopify store that you can enroll. You need to provide us access to that store so we can log in every single day. We log in twice a day, Monday to Friday, and we log in on the weekends as well, because we put more than 100 hours into every single store that we do this with. Okay, that's how much effort that we put in, at least 100 hours. So we need access to your store every single day, and you do this on eBay and Etsy through a temporary shared password. So when you enroll in the program, you'll have access to our seller community. We'll communicate with you through there, or we'll do it through a live call over in our seller community as well. So it'll be a video call. We will ask you to just change your password to something completely random, something temporary, because obviously we don't want to know your current password. We don't care. So change it to something temporary that you can share with us in the meantime whilst you're enrolled in this program. We can then use that temporary login to log into your store every day, go in, manage your orders, manage all your promotions, deal with all your customer service, and grow your store to £1,000 a month for you. Okay, so you need to provide access. With Shopify, it's a little bit different. With Shopify, we have a Shopify partners account, okay, because we're an official Shopify partner. So we will request access to your Shopify store via our partner account. That will give us then a separate login that we can log into your store anytime that we want. And we will use our own login to log into your Shopify store, to run it, to manage all your email marketing, to manage everything we need to do, again, to process all your orders for as long as it takes until we grow your store to £1,000 a month in sales. All right. So that's number one of qualifying for the program. You have to provide access to your store because we need access. Number two is for eBay and Etsy stores, we ask you to list 5 items per day. Okay. And why do we ask you to do that? If you've watched any of my videos, you'll know why. It's because listing items is the number one way to drive traffic on marketplaces. Okay, so we ask you to list 5 items per day. If you list 5 items per day, this is every single day without fail, we know that we can grow your store with everything else that what we do to £1,000 a month in sales. So this is the commitment that we ask from you, is that you list 5 items per day. And don't worry about knowing what items to list. We will tell you what to list, okay? We will tell you where to find our best selling products, what items to list, and it's incredibly easy to do. How long it takes you to list 5 items depends on how proficient you are on listing on eBay or Etsy. But I can honestly tell you that if you're selling our pre-loved clothing, you can list using our bulk import files, and you can list 5 items in less than 5 minutes. Ben himself can attest to that because he can do it. And this is without any experience. You just literally just pick 5 items from a catalogue, use the import files which are pre-made, click upload. It's a CSV file upload. You can upload 5 items in 5 minutes. If you're selling items from our general catalogue, so you're selling our art prints or our mugs or our stickers or our weight loss charts or any of the 3,000 more products that we do offer, then it takes a little longer to create listings. But what you can do on eBay and Etsy is you can use the sell similar on eBay, you can use the copy up function on eBay, on Etsy. So once you've created a listing once, you can just copy all those details, and it's just a case of just adding new images and changing the title. Descriptions stay the same when you're selling the same sort of products. Again, all the variations stay the same. So it's quick and easy once you've added the first few listings. And we'll show you how to do that if you're struggling. But you can honestly list 5 items in less than half an hour every day. Even if you're slow, you could do it in an hour. Okay, so if you can spare an hour, you can do this program. If you can spare an hour a day, you can do this program. And I'm pretty sure that most people can spare an hour a day. Now, For Shopify stores, it works a little different, but the amount of time it takes is the same. Okay, again, if you can spare an hour, you can do it. So for Shopify stores, you don't need to list. And the reason you don't need to list is because if you're operating a Shopify store, okay, we will populate your store with all of our products for you. Okay, that's part of the setup process. So we'll build out your Shopify store to a very high professional level, so we know it'll generate sales with ease, and we will add all of the products for you. Okay, so we will give you access to our Winster Creations brand, which has got more than 16,000 product variants in it. We will add all of those products to your store. We'll set up all the categories so your store looks professional from day one of launch. And all that we ask you to do is you have to reach out to 5 social media influencers per day. Okay? Now, before you worry about how you do this, we will tell you how to do this. And it's very simple. Okay? It's all done through an app called Shopify Collabs, which is a Shopify app, Shopify owned app, which will install and set up everything for you, and we'll show you how to do the reach outs. So you won't have to email anyone. There's no templates you have to write or anything like that. We'll create all of that for you, and it's just a case of just finding accounts that are related to the products that we're selling. So whether that's weight loss or home decor or new home, we'll tell you exactly how to do it. We'll show you how to do it. And you just need to reach out to 5 people per day, or if you want to reach out to more, you can. It just means you grow faster. And by doing that, what will happen is that those reach outs will be offered a collaboration deal to work with your store, and in return they will get a couple of things. So one, they will get a gifted product, okay, which they can pick and choose themselves. They'll get a monthly recurring gift. They'll get a 30% commission, which they'll earn commission on sales, okay? And they'll get a 30% discount code, which they can share with their audience. So their audience will get 30% off as well. And how it works is like this, is that you reach out to the influencers and invite them into your, what we call a brand rep program, sometimes called a brand ambassador program. They will come to your store if they accept your invite, and they will pick and choose the products they want with their monthly vouchers. We give out a free £20 monthly gift voucher. So they will pick and choose the products they want. We will then ship all of those products to the collaborators for free. Okay, much like we'll supply all your custom orders for free as well. So there's no cost for you whatsoever. So we'll ship all of those to your collaborators completely for free. Okay? And then what will happen is they'll receive those products which they've chosen, so they have a vested interest in those products, and then they will share those products. They'll create content and share those products with their audience. And what that will do is that their audience already trusts them. Okay, so the products they share with their audience will be very highly targeted at their audience because they know their audience better than anyone else. Okay, and we've used this method to grow our own Shopify stores, and we use this method to grow any Shopify store, okay, because it's the number one way to grow Shopify stores now, okay, and it has been since 2020, okay. So, well, I'll give you an example, right, and you go read this on my About Us page, is that in 2020 we grew our own Winster Creations brand. We created the brand in 2019. We launched a Shopify store using this exact method, and in the first year we grew that store to over £46,000 in sales. Okay, so us getting you to £1,000 a month, okay, is not something that we're particularly concerned about being able to do. Okay, we can absolutely do this for you, and this is how we do it. It's all done through influencer marketing, because what happens is they'll get the products, they'll promote those products, they'll create content, which you can then reuse that content for your own social media account. So you'll end up having content created by your collaborators that you can then use on your own social media as well. Okay, but most of the traffic will come from influencers. They'll then send targeted traffic to your store with discount codes, with a 30% discount code that they can use. So they've already got a reason to shop because they're getting a discount, and the collaborators have a reason to send traffic because they're getting paid a commission. And that traffic will be targeted because they'll already have an interest in your products, and it will just send sales your way. And that's how we grow your store from zero up to £1,000 a month. And then we just repeat this process week after week after week until we get you there. Okay? So that's how it works with Shopify. Now, the benefits to you are, with enrollment in this program, is that you can set the prices you sell if you so choose, okay? Or you can just leave it down to us, okay? And we'll settle the pricing for you. I'd probably recommend you leave it to us, but you're completely free to set the prices you sell, okay? So that's one of the... This is particularly helpful for those who want to do print on demand. So if you want to do print on demand, i.e. you want to sell your own designs, then what you can do is, say you wanted to enroll your Etsy store with print on demand and you want to sell your own designs. Being able to set your own prices can mean that you can easily compete with anyone on Etsy, because you can set your own prices, you're not having to pay for the products, okay? Which means you can just set your mugs, set your art prints, or set your stickers, or whatever price. Those are the products that we offer print on demand. Whatever price you want, and you can compete with the market straight away. Or you can leave it down to us, okay? The option is entirely up to you. We'll talk you through that process once you enroll. Now, the second benefit is that we cover the cost of the product all the way throughout the program, so you don't pay anything for the products whatsoever. And this is how we make you profitable from day one. We ship all of your orders for free. We buy labels from the sales revenue through the platform directly. So if you're selling on eBay, we'll buy labels on eBay. If you're selling on Etsy, we'll buy labels on Etsy. And if you're selling on Shopify, we will buy labels on Shopify, okay? So all of that comes from your sales revenue, including all of your selling fees and all of your promoted listing fees on eBay. All of that will be covered by sales revenue. On Etsy, your advertising fees will be covered by your sales revenue. On Shopify, there are no advertising fees because we don't use paid ads whatsoever. On eBay and Etsy, we do use promoted listings and sponsored ads, but we use it at a fixed level, which is predictable. And we run ad campaigns in such a way that we adjust it every single day so it stays at a fixed percentage, and that will be covered by your sales revenue as well. And the net profit, so all of what's left from that, okay, where you would normally have to buy the product, you don't have to buy the product here. All of that gets paid directly to your bank account, and you retain all of that throughout the entirety of the program. You don't pay us a single penny, okay? And this is what we said here in number 4, is that you get to keep all of the profit. And we will optimize your store for growth. Been doing this for 16 years, done this with multiple stores. We'll manage all of your listings, we'll optimize them for you, we'll run all your ad campaigns, run all your promotions, all of your shipping, ship all of your orders, even handle all of your customer service for you. We do this for up to 1 year, or until we get your store to over £1,000 a month in sales. And then we will give you 2 options once we do. Option number 1, we'll transition the store over to you and you can take it from there. We'll continue to give you support, okay? But once we transition, you'll pay for the products just like you would in a normal supplier dropship relationship, where you pay the unit cost, which you can go and download our catalog, link in the description. You can see the unit cost of all of our products, and you will make a 20 to 30% net profit margin selling at our list prices, just with a normal supplier dropship relationship, okay? What you can expect generally drop shipping anywhere. Those are the typical profit margins with drop shipping. Those are the profit margins that our resellers see anyway. But option number 2 is slightly different. Option number 2 is a growth option, in that you don't have to stay at £1,000 a month in sales, okay? You can have us continue to grow your store from £1,000 a month in sales, and we'll take you to £2,000 a month in sales. Now this is more expensive, okay, because this is where it starts to get, you start earning considerable amounts of money in terms of profit here. So the re-enrollment fee, I'll just tell you what the fee is and I'll tell you what the benefits are. So the fee is $395 up front. As soon as you get your £2,000 a month in sales, you pay $395 if you want to take option 2. We then charge you £100 a week, okay? So rather than charging you the full price of the program, which is almost 2,400 quid to re-enroll, we'll charge you $395 up front and £100 a week. And the reason why it's priced in such a way is because we know that once we get your store to £1,000 a month in sales, you'll be making at least £400 a month profit. So the money is already there for you to re-enroll, okay? This is why it's priced this way. So if you choose to re-enroll and reinvest that profit, okay, for the next 20 weeks into your store, you can then have us continue to operate and manage your store every single day. We will do everything that we were doing before. We will continue to supply all of your products for free for the next 12 months, or until we grow your store to £2,000 a month in sales. And then we'll give you these options again. You can choose to transition, take over from there, or you can re-enroll, and we'll give you a re-enrollment price for re-enrollment up to the next level, which would be a 2 to 3k program. Okay? And throughout all of this, you continue to get paid directly to your bank account all of the profit. You continue to earn all of that profit, gets paid directly to you. You keep all of that. You just pay us the re-enrollment fee. And on top of that, we'll back it with another money back guarantee as well, just to make it more insane. Okay? Whereas if you don't earn in earnings, in profit paid to your bank account over the next 12 months, the cost of the program, then we'll just refund you the difference. Okay, so this is how confident we are with this program, and why I think you should almost certainly just consider it a no-brainer. So, a couple of FAQs to end this video on a high note. And how long does it reach? How long does it reach? How long does it take to grow your store from 0 to £1,000 a month? Well, typically it takes 6 to 12 months. Okay, this is generally what we see. Like I said before, we put more than 100 hours of effort in to grow in your store. If you price that up, if it's $6.95 to enroll and we're putting 100 hours in, it's costing you're paying us £6.95 per hour to do this for you. And you're profitable from day one. It's an insane deal. This is what I'm talking about when I say I think it's underpriced. But we've only got 6 or 7 stores enrolled. It's not as if I'm signing up new people every single week. So yeah, at the moment we'll keep it at $6.95, but if it starts getting popular, the price will increase. So you're going to want to get in, right? You're going to want to get in on this, especially if you've tried dropshipping in the past and you know how difficult it has been. You probably haven't made any money up to this point. Well, you've probably lost money, especially if you've been using paid ads. So the second FAQ is, will I have access to my account? So the answer to that is yes, you will have complete access to your account. We'll just have a shared access. So we can both log in at the same time. We can both log in with the eBay and Etsy stores. We can both be logged in at the same time. That's no problem whatsoever. You will maintain full access to the account and you'll be able to see everything that we're doing. It will all be available to you. So how do you provide access to the account? Well, I touched on this about 20 minutes ago. That is, with eBay and Etsy, it's done via a shared password, which you share securely with us, either over a live video call, so we can get access to your store, or we will you can share with us via our retailer portal securely, and then once we have that password, then we'll save it in our password manager so we can get access to your store. And every time with eBay and Etsy, every time we log into your store, we actually notify you in advance. So we let you know at least 5 to 10 minutes beforehand that we're about to log into your store, so you can expect a login from us. And more often than not, those stores now require an OTP passcode, which is a one-time passcode. And if that is the case for your store, which I'm pretty sure it will be, we will ask you to provide that OTP code to us via our retailer portal, so that we can log in, access your store and do what we need to do. Okay. In terms of how often we need to access your account, we need to access your account at least twice daily, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. So 2 logins a day. And on the weekend, we'll probably log in once on a Saturday and once on a Sunday. Okay. That's how often. This is how we put in at least 100 hours into your account. Are there any additional costs? There are not. You just pay the enrollment fee and then you don't pay us a penny anything else. Everything else, all of your fees, all of your selling costs will all be covered by the sales revenue from the sales that we will generate in your store for you. And how much profit does £1,000 a month equate to? Well, £1,000 a month, like I said before, for eBay and Etsy stores is a 40% net profit. So whilst enrolled in the program, at £1,000 a month in sales, once we get you there, whilst enrolled in the program, that is a 40% net profit. Okay, once you come out of the program and transition, you'll be earning more like a 20 to 30% net profit, depending on the products you're selling, because that is what dropshippers typically make, about 20% to 30% net profit. Okay, but whilst in the program, you'll be earning 40% net profit at least, because you're not paying for the products, so your net profit's higher. Now, if you're running a Shopify store, your net profit will be even higher, and the reason is because on Shopify there are no paid ads. Okay, there is no paid advertising whatsoever. So your profit margin on Shopify will at least be 50%, if not even 60%. Okay, so £1,000 a month on sales, you could be looking at earning almost £600 a month in profit. Okay, so compare that to everything else you've tried with dropshipping up until this point, and tell me this isn't a fantastic offer. Now, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or just go to the website using the links in the description below. Book a call with me and we can go over all of the finer details, and you can ask me any question you want and I'll be open, transparent, completely honest with you, and we can get you set up and enrolled in this program straight away. Okay? This video is well worth a watch. If you are interested in learning more about this program, go and watch this video. You can find it on this page and the link is in the description. This is essentially me. A couple of weeks ago, I put this program out to Redditors on Reddit, in the dropship community on Reddit, and thought, you know, I'll tell everyone about this program and see what the response is, see what they think. And yeah, they went at it and they went, you know, why would you do this? Doesn't make sense. And I answered every single comment. You can go and read the Reddit post. Click this link here. You can read the original post. It's still there. And you can see that I answered every single comment that was asked, and I managed to basically just, you know, answer all the questions that were presented, all of the feedback that was given, answered everything completely openly, completely honestly, and I managed to turn, yeah, more than a few people around in terms of, you know, how much they thought this program was worth, and we've priced it at the price that we sort of made public in that program as well, which is the 695. So that pretty much wraps everything up, guys. So if you want my help with this, okay, and if you've been struggling with dropshipping and everything you tried up to this point has failed, then this is exactly what you need. Okay, I can't make it sound any better. It is just, this program is absolutely phenomenal, and I don't think you'll find anything like it. So there we are, guys. I will leave that with you. All the links to all of this information that I've shared with you today in this video is available in the description. If you found this video, I suppose, yeah, if you found this video an interesting watch, give it a thumbs up, because that helps it reach more people. My videos are barely reaching anyone at the moment because, you know, I'm a brand new channel. That is to be expected. Consistency is key with everything. I'm applying this to my YouTube channel. This is why I'm making 5 videos a week. Consistency is absolutely everything, and you will learn this when you work with us. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this video up now, guys, because it's just coming up to just about an hour long. I'm sorry the videos are long, but I do like to, I don't edit any of these videos. I just record them in one go and I just upload them straight to YouTube, because I think that is the most honest and transparent way to do videos, because if they're clipped and edited everywhere, then people are just cutting stuff out. And so yeah, so I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the video in one shot, putting it straight out to YouTube, chucking some links in the description so you guys can go check us out if you want. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. The camera's over here. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll be back in a couple of days with a new video. Anyway, guys, have a lovely day and I will see you soon. Right, take it easy. See ya.